Hey folks, this is the second part of our Star Wars Meiloorun heist that we recorded, so if you haven't heard the first part yet, what are you doing here? Go back and listen to part 1, you goof. This was a ton of fun, and we may do more stuff like this in the future, just kind of break up the campaign a little bit. The game that we're playing is Honey Heist by Grant Howitt that I sort of, tinkered with to Star Wars theme, and you can get a copy yourself if you want. Links to that are in the show notes. We didn't record another intro for the second part, which is why you're hearing me introduce the episode like this. No biggie. It just means that we're going to get back to our little criminal Lolth-beasts and their big heist faster. Thank you to Karen Huesman for joining us in this silly little side quest, and thank you for listening, for sharing, and for giving us your feedback. So enough from me at the top. Let's go get heisting. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. We sort of circle wipe away from the disaster at the food fair here to the warehouse. Now that you've made it there, able to circumvent the parade.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You can smell it now here. I mean, you can smell the alcohol on Yol, but you can smell the cache of Meiloorun fruit from within. Now this warehouse, this isn't a further away from town, away from the parade, but this seems to be in the vicinity of where they're revealing some of these machines. And right now at the moment, someone is giving a speech, talking over the PA. There's a large crowd, but sort of in this backstage is this warehouse where that Raz had scoped out. There's stormtroopers here, and there are cameras. So what do? Now is when the plan really comes together, I think.
I would think Yol's just sitting on Relu's on their shoulder, and just looking back towards the food stalls, or the direction of the food stalls. There were so many things that I never got to experience. So many bottles that weren't open. Just drooling.
We could dig through the garbage tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. And he looks, oh, my poncho. Now it hits him, it's ripped apart.
Well, I guess I'm going to go and take care of those cameras then, get my slicing into gear. And I'll take off and go take care of the cameras and get my slice on.
Okay, cool. And in this case,
slicing,
literally.
Yeah, there's cameras on every corner of this warehouse, pointed at the door, pointed at the street, pointed up in the air for anything coming by. So how are you slicing through these cameras? What are you trying to do?
I can't think of the reference material, but I want it to be as if I am the Flash on these CCTV screens. So we're seeing it from this room where you see all of these CCTV screens, and all of a sudden it's just a shadow, just flash, shadow, flash, and you're just black screens, fuzz, black screen, fuzz, black screen. And then all of a sudden on the very last screen, you see a close-up of this bat's face just tilted into the camera.
Yeah, I love it.
And just the last screen goes out to black, and it's sending back my sonar, letting the team know that cameras are down.
Oh, well, okay.
Whoa.
Well, let's see if you got them down. Why don't you roll me a criminal and roll 2d6. Take the lower because you are slicing.
3.
3 is a pass?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, it was just as you say, and then you bat screech to your team? Is that what it is?
Yep, it just sounds like screaming from the sky.
Yeah, or like clicking, I imagine, right? It's like
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Am I really buzzed? Or is that like a clicking?
That's the signal.
Oh, right.
All right, cameras are down.
So then,
Check. You see the big check mark on the whiteboard from before.
Yeah.
so Rulu's gonna gingerly take off Yol from his shoulder and put him on the ground, and then try to get behind the stormtroopers, or somewhere where they can't see him approaching.
Gotcha. Like most warehouses, right? It's got like a big door, like a big loading area in the front, and there might be like another door in the back or something, but certainly at the big door there's stormtroopers like facing out from it. So how do you get around behind? Getting around, I mean, you could walk right up into there, but you wouldn't be behind them. Mm-hmm. So how are you trying to get around behind?
Actually, can I retcon a little bit and maybe ask one of my teammates?
I'm joking. Of course.
Wow. Okay, well, I mean, never mind then.
Do you want to flash back? Do you want to do a little
Yes.
flashback?
Well,
Okay.
I want to keep my beasts though.
Oh, all right. Okay, so let's keep it in the present.
Could someone else call? Never mind. Because I want to do Terrify, so I feel like Beast would probably work best for that. But if someone else wants to call a flashback and cause a distraction for me,
I do have to do that because I have one criminal point. I'm close to going fucking bananas right now.
Feral, yeah.
So what the hell? I guess the flashback I would be me and the boss, me and Max. It's just it's Yol going, look, okay, I know we said no fires. Okay, I understand that. I hear where you're coming from, but I'm saying maybe, fire. I mean, it's simple, it's elegant, it's slick. And then I do a body wiggle, which I know isn't my ability, but he thinks it's his ability. He just does like a little body roll. Like, and then when they see the fire, they run. Or, and he looks at the board, it could also be, where Lou scares them. That usually works too. I'm just saying.
Max is gonna do some head nods, like, okay, I hear where you're coming from. I think that we have a really good plan in place, but if something happens and all of those things don't fall into place, then I think that it'd be okay for us to discuss fire. But I don't think we're gonna need fire.
Well, we should put it on the board just to be safe, just to make sure no one forgets, and he's going to pick up the marker and go back.
But we see it's literally all fire now. All fire, all crossed out. It's on every single piece in small, large format.
Fonts,
You have to flip the board so it's a clean.
Let's just rotate the board here. Push the board. Right, fire. No one can mistake. Fire.
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, like, because we've had so many things go wrong already, Yol's already thought maybe like, oh, this is last case scenario, like fire, obviously.
Oh yeah. This flashback is just to reinforce in his mind, like, yeah, we said this is what we gotta do. The boss said yes. Like, worst case scenario, and it's been 3 worst case scenarios already. And being buzzed, I don't think helps him either. It's like his judgment, which was not really there, completely gone. Like, it's not even, doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we jump back into the present, and this time it's like we pull out and we pull out really fast and hard, and it's like out of the iris of Yol's eye, and it's just like dilated pupil, like Alex, go ahead and move a point from beast to criminal, and let's set up this fire. What do you all do? How are you all setting this fire?
Rulu is going behind the stormtroopers, right? So moving away from us to position themselves behind them, behind the
Yeah, maybe
guards.
at this point, because you guys are causing the distraction, he'll go to the other side of the warehouse. So when you cause the distraction, they'll go that way and he'll be behind them.
Gotcha. So then after Yol knows Rulu's going that way, he's going to look to Max and Raz, and he's going to have like a big smile. He's to say, "It's fate. It's time. The time is now. This is what you were talking about, boss."
And Max is gonna be like, yeah, we're making a distraction, and like kind of like looking around to see like maybe if we could like if there's like a barrel or something we could knock over or whatever. Not really like understanding what Yol is getting at.
So as he sees Max's gears working, he's gonna look to Raz and nod like, "It's the time is now, Raz." And if I can, I'd like to pull out a little like pack of matches if I can.
Sure.
And you're gonna see both of you are gonna see his eyes like just get huge, like, and he's just gonna strike a match, and with complete abandonment as he strikes it in one beautiful finesse-filled motion, toss it behind him. Doesn't even know what's behind him. He's just hoping something catches on fire. But it's gonna be directly in the vision or like eyesight of the guards of the warehouse.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think it's a person.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
So they just have like, there's just like got like a, like just someone like walking by like, oh, I can't wait for Empire Day. What a wonderful day. And this match lands on this poor old woman's shawl, and it's dry and it just goes up. And
no.
She just goes, oh no, just like the gypsy said.
Yeah, Yol points. Distraction!
She's screaming. She's like, help, anybody help. And you see some stormtroopers, they go, is that old lady on fire? Yeah, I think she's on fire. Should we do something? Yeah? Like what? I don't know. Let's go see if she can stop being on fire. Yeah, okay, cool. So they walk away from their posts to sort of stop this lady being on fire, giving you, Relu, ample opportunity to come up behind them.
Okay, so as they're putting out this lady on fire, I'm not sure if it's in the process or they're done. I don't know. Just gonna let out a big old bear roar.
Great. Okay.
And use my terrify ability.
So just to clarify, there's an old woman on fire.
Yes.
Stormtroopers debating on what to do to put her out, and from behind them, an enormous Lolth bear with big pointy ears lets out a huge growl.
Can the old lady after this growl just be like, damn gypsy magic? Roll me a beast roll and give me 2d6 for terrify.
Okay. I got it.
1 and a 6.
Nice.
1 and a 6. Nice. So yeah, what does this roar sound like? What do you elicit? What happens here? What does it look like?
So we're behind the stage kind of the speech going on,
Yeah.
right? Or we're in the vicinity. So I feel like this is when there's like a lull. Maybe there's like speakers are switching on stage. So there's just like it's not super quiet, but it's not like a raucous roar in the background. But this street itself is quiet. So it's just this little old lady going, "Oh God, put it out, put it out, put it out!" And then the stormtroopers are like, how do we do that? Like, and then all of a sudden, this reverberating roar that like shakes windows on the street, like it's so loud, just emanates from behind them. From this humanoid looking bear.
Yep. They turn around immediately. I think they like look up at you, and one of them goes, "That's a carking Lolth bear." And one says, "We should get out of here, huh?" And the other guy goes, "What about the lady?" And the other guy is gone. And then the other one runs away from this bear. The sizzling of the fire goes out as the lady succumbs to her immolation and says, "I always knew it would happen like this." And don't worry, she was a fan of the Empire, so it's fine that she's dead.
Oh, yeah.
And she did something to piss off a gypsy, so
Yeah.
she had to have done something
and she
bad.
used a really racist term like gypsy, so she's
That's true.
it's fine that she's gone.
Yeah.
Well, so much for the racist old lady. Okay, let's go get some food.
Yeah, and you have an entrance into this warehouse. Now, when you walk in, there's crates everywhere, and crates in Star Wars, as we all know, can hover, right? You can press a button and push them around and hover them, but they're stacked up. They're all over the place, and there's like, it looks like a lot of supplies and things like that. But somewhere in here is Meiloorun fruit. In one of these crates, or maybe many of these crates, it's got to be in here. Cameras have been disabled. The guards have been sent away. The old racist ladies have been murdered. What do you...
We did good
You
today.
did good. Yeah, good job. What do you do?
You'll look at Max.
Okay, well, which one's got the goods, boss?
Yeah, boss, you could sniff it out.
I mean, I'm a rat. Can sniff pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
See, logical me goes like, there's got to be like a manifest somewhere around here, right? But we're not doing logical, so feel like try to sniff it out.
What's the most unhinged thing
Yeah.
you can do?
Just start opening crates, like.
There you go. I like it. I love it. I love it.
Let's go. Lots of matches.
Yeah.
No.
No,
And
I'm not.
by the way,
I have a
like, I love that this was the plan from the beginning. Like, we go in there and then we just start ripping crates open.
Open crates.
Yeah.
Don't waste time trying to find the thing to do the thing. Just open the crates so we can get to it as quickly as possible.
I love this plan. I'm so happy that you decided to do this plan. And he's just gonna start like whichever ones are
Smashing.
small crates. Yeah, he's just gonna start kicking them so they fall over that aren't hovering. If they're any that aren't hovering, like the little like the Star Wars like the barrels, the cylindrical containers, or like the small rectangle containers. He's gonna start just kicking those over, just going through them.
You were all gonna like go beast mode, ripping through all of these crates. So I need a beast roll from all of you. Now, I'm gonna say that this one doesn't. We're not gonna move any points for pass or fail on this. What this is gonna be is who finds some Meiloorun fruit, right? So everyone can roll a beast roll, 1d6, unless you can pitch something, one of your skills or one of your things, and we'll see who passes and who finds some Meiloorun fruit. We got a 3 from Raz. We got 5 from Rulu. We got 4 from Max and a 1 from Yol. So Yol, you probably definitely find some, right?
Balls deep in some fruit.
Max, do you find any? Is it 4?
Yep.
4? All right. Rulu, 5?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Oh,
Raz, you got 3?
Yep.
All right.
I find some spice or something. I don't know. Something boring.
You find a bunch of Booster Blue, so you find a whole bunch of drugs, basically.
Oh yeah, remember that one,
And
Jamie?
you're like,
God.
Oh yeah.
and you're like, what's this? Ah.
So weird assortment
Boring.
of things in this warehouse.
Drugs, fruit.
Look, I just found all these credits laying around.
What do you even do with these? Bunch of little gold bars go sprinkling across the floor.
Can't eat them. Too tough.
Can't eat them.
But everyone a success, you find a crate full of Meiloorun fruit. And I think our camera like slow dollies into this fruit. It's like glowing in the light. There's like light coming in from the warehouse, just hitting it as you rip it open, and it's glowing this beautiful like orange red golden color. And we just like dolly into that, and then we dolly into you, and your eyes are getting big as you see this fruit. And it's just the best thing ever that it's here and it can be yours. And now that's not the only thing that's here. You hear a noise, and it's sort of like and you look over like, what is that? And off to the side from some of these crates is a cage with a little animal inside of it. It looks sort of like a long-snouted pig. And it's just kind of like sniffing around, and it probably looks delicious and smells delicious, and it probably goes great with the bounty of fruit that you've just picked up. This you've never tasted. This could be extra special.
Another animal? We gotta eat another one of our boys or girls?
Well, you can do whatever you want.
Does it talk?
Oh no, if it talks, I don't know.
If it talks, I'm out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we all carnivorous? I assume so.
Yeah.
Even if we eat small bugs and shit.
Are bats carnivore? Yeah.
Bats eat like
Some-
little bugs.
Yeah.
Well, you can,
Some
you
suck
can
blood out of
decide.
cows.
I mean, these are all space animals, so, you know, you can decide whatever.
Perfect. My space bat is vegetarian.
Ah, excellent. Excellent.
Fruits only.
I don't know how Yoel would feel about eating a pig, a sentient being that's like him. I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah. I think Rue is a pescatarian.
Just fish.
Count. That tracks. That
About
tracks.
Max.
I think Max is just so focused on the fruit. It's like, I really would just rather.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I think
Release
we
the
should-
piggy.
Yeah, let him out. Yeah.
All right. How are you doing that?
Does it talk?
Do you
that
say
would be
anything
kinda
to
cool. Yeah. Hey, bud, what you locked up for?
it?
What you in for?
I don't know. I'm just kind of here.
Poor buddy.
You don't look like anyone I've ever seen before. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you're not with any of the people that brought me here, right?
Let me let you in on a little secret there, bud. And I'm going to unbutton my costume / disguise very quickly and then rebutton it back up.
Flash him.
Flap, flap,
Oh.
giving him a little.
Excuse. Buy me a drink first. Okay. Is that the case with everyone here? Are we all on the same page?
Yep. Hey, how's it going? I'm Yoel. Call me YOLO. Yoel. Whatever you want to call me.
Flip, by the way. Flip. That's
Flip.
me. Flip. Yeah.
I know we look very convincing, but we aren't humanoid.
You could have fooled me.
Say, you wanna get out of there and share this wonderful bounty with us?
You know, I'd love to. That sounds great. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so I'm hoping you have some ideas on that front there, Yoel.
Yeah, Flip. We got a real top-notch boss, greatest mind.
on the face of existence. They can handle this from no problem, no challenge too big. Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
They definitely got
Yeah.
this.
Smartest rat I have ever met.
That's Max. Hey, Max, boss, you want to free this guy and live up to the hype and everything we just said about you, please?
Man, that was good, guys. Thanks. Max is gonna walk up, kind of like inspect the locking mechanism on this cage thing. Is it like just like a key lock, or is it like a padlock?
I mean, it's
Is it
Star Wars.
electronic?
It's Star Wars, so it's got to be electronic, right? It's got to
electronic.
be electronic, yeah.
I feel like I want to take because we have Raz. But like, hey, did you bring any supplies? Can you take care of this lock, or
Oh, do you need me to slice it?
you are the slicer?
All right, let's see what I can do to slice this thing open. Let's slice it open. Thinking, trying to think something clever to come up with to slice this up, and I've got it. I don't have it. What am I
That's excellent, Jamie. That's excellent. Can I step in for 1 second? Well, let me vamp a little bit. Maybe I can give you some time to think of something. Who didn't? Oh, it was Rulu who didn't find any Meiloorun fruit. Well, Rulu, you've pawed through some crates. You've busted some stuff open, and something catches the corner of your eye. Movement or something, like in the warehouse, somewhere over in the direction of the staging of the stage where this speech is still happening.
So while they're all huddled around Flip, Rulu's just gonna like walk over there, see what's going on.
Yeah, it was just for a second. It was like something passing by. It was like Raz flying through the cameras, right? Like, just saw it, and it looked. It looked big, and actually, it was two things. One looked big and purple, and the other one looked brightly colored. And it was probably like just real quick. And when you go over there to investigate, you don't see those things, but you see. I imagine like Rulu like boom 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 walking bear like around to the pillar, and like our camera is like dollying over to the side, so we're like seeing where Rulu is headed, and it's sort of like the pillars of this warehouse. And as the pillar comes into our camera, we see on the back end of it where Rulu hasn't yet seen is something stuck there that's just going boop. And when Rulu gets to the other side to like investigate, I mean, that noise, you look over and you see this thing just sort of like wires sticking out of it and like a little red flashing light, and it's going boop, boop, boop.
That's annoying.
And real quick, let's cut back to Raz. Jamie, I know this is going to be good. This is going to be the best idea for getting a pig out of a crate. What is it?
Okay. So Raz is going to pick him up and put him down. And by that, I mean I'm going to lift this cage into the air, and I'm going to drop it and hope that it smashes open.
Oh my god.
Why don't you hold on there, Flip?
Yeah, I think this is, well, you know what? I'm going to let you choose, because I think this could be beast, but it could be criminal. So it's definitely slicing. So
Definitely a crime in the United States. It's animal abuse.
So you can roll 2 die, but I'm gonna let you choose if it's a beast roll or a criminal roll. What do you think there?
In Raz's mind, she is a criminal mastermind, so I'm going to go with criminal.
You got it. Sounds good. So roll me 2d6 and take the lower.
I mean, they're the same, so it didn't really matter. So yay!
Nice. Yeah. this, you drop this cage, the lock just smashes open. Well, I think the lock doesn't. It doesn't break the lock, right? It just like bends the cage in a way.
It's like,
yeah, that allows this pig. And Flip is like, oh, okay, didn't. Oh, all right.
slicer.
Good slicing though. Good slicing. Yeah, good slicing.
Yep, the best.
Real bruised up though. Real bruised up.
Well, I mean, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, you know.
And he's gonna try and struggle his way through this thing, and he's kind of like, you know, like trying to squish himself through the thing. Let's cut back to Rulu. Now this flight is going boop, 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 getting a little faster, a little faster here. Oh, and I should say, you see on the ground, there's a like a big orange symbol. Looks like a bird painted on the ground.
Oh, no.
Okay, I have two ideas and both of them aren't good. So my first initial idea was, I'm a bear and this is annoying, so I'm going to swat at it. But I'm a criminal mastermind and I am not the slicer. I do not slice. So I have to let our slicer know that there is something over here that is in their expertise, not mine. I'm the driver. I have to get us out of here. But I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to turn around and just start walking the other way. I'm not going to rush or anything because I don't know what this is. So still bad, but better than my initial bear idea.
Gotcha. So, so Flip's still struggling there, like, oh, almost got it. Oh, suddenly he expands, and he puffs up. So he's like, oh, sorry. When I get nervous, this happens, or scared. Could use some help though. Think one or two of my ribs is broken.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Here, and I'm just gonna scoop up some of the fruit and put it for him to eat. Here you go. Just eat this and forget all your troubles. Don't worry about it.
You think that'll help? You think?
It can't hurt. I mean, you just concentrate on the way it tastes. I'm pretty sure all your troubles go away. Like, that's what I do a lot of times. I have responsibilities. Boss tells me to, clean up the poop from downstairs, and I don't want to do it, so I'll just, eat a bunch of food and fruit and pass out and get a tummy ache.
He takes your advice and starts nibbling some Meiloorun fruit. Rulu comes joining in.
I think there's another camera. It was flashing in the other room. They may have us clocked.
Escape
We
plan?
may want to get out of here.
Yeah, escape plan time?
Yeah.
All right.
Boss, what you got?
Well, we gotta collect all of our fruit.
Did you guys find any?
Oh, yeah, plenty. And I just have some in my hand. It's all mush.
Oh, man.
I mean, there's enough to share. Just, we gotta pick it up.
All I found was yellow, shiny stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, that's garbage. Nah, that doesn't work. It doesn't taste good. I just pick up as much fruit as I can. And I look, to Max. What do we do with this?
And then I want to do a mini flashback, just real quick.
Oh, okay.
Because as the driver, I think we staked out, not necessarily the warehouse, but what the humanoids do with crates. And we knew that these would be on crates at the very least. And we saw that they would press something on one of the sides of the crates and then it would float in the air. And as the driver, I was taught very intensely to look for something to press on, and then I would push the crates and everyone would hop on.
Oh, nice.
Okay, all right. Gotcha. So yeah, move a point from beast into criminal, and you see that button on the crate right there, just like Max had been training you to do. Yeah.
It was very long, like Rocky-esque training montages of this is what it looks like.
I'm imagining that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy with Groot.
Yeah.
Yes. Rulu presses the button. Everybody hop on.
Flip is like, maybe a little help here?
Is he still stuck?
Yeah, he's still stuck. He's all puffed up now. He's stuck in the cage here.
I'll try and use my special ability, Wiggle. I don't know if,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it for somebody else, but like maybe I can figure out like if I turn you this way and I do this a little bit this way and I get some leverage and wedge something in there and kind of, do something like that.
Okay. So you're trying to leverage with your own body, wiggle. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Beast, and roll 2 and for wiggle.
The 4 comes under.
Under? All right, cool.
Yeah. Well, the 4 is the 4. My Beast is 4, so it matches.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you hit it. That's a success. Just as you're like pushing Flip out through this thing, you see someone at the entrance, like they make a noise. They slap something against the wall. They're dressed in armor, helmeted. You can't see their face. It looks similar to the stormtrooper armor, but it's different. And it's not like white and black. It's like all this it's color everywhere, pink, purple, orange. And they slap something on the wall and hit a button, and the door begins to slide closed. And Flip comes out. Oh, thanks. Oh, God. Should lay off the Meiloorun fruit, right? Am I right?
Hey, not quite yet, because we're gonna eat a lot of it.
Are we hear the door? Do we know the door's closing? Do we all know the door's closing?
Yeah, this is all happening. Yeah, like you can hear the door. Suddenly, there is an enormous explosion. Right from that pillar that Rulu was walking away from. Boom. The whole place shakes. There is chaos suddenly now. You can hear other beeps about to happen. This place is about to blow. What do you do?
I'm gonna fly because I could probably be the fastest and try to jimmy the door.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're flying to the door. Are you trying to do anything there to it?
Like put something. Like maybe I'll take another crate and I'll push it so that like the door stops on the crate.
I like it.
I could put it in the middle.
Yeah, put it right in the middle.
Hurry, guys, hurry!
Why don't we call that criminal?
Okay.
And that sounds like slicing to me, actually.
All right. Got it.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, you plunk. Raz flies forward, slams a crate in between. These doors are still closing, but they close up on this crate, and there is a gap that you can make it. Suddenly there's an explosion. Meiloorun fruits explode out of a crate from somewhere else and just kind of like rain down on top of you. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess running towards the door. I was going to push the crate towards the door, but nope, just grabbing people and going, I guess.
No, do it. Push it.
Okay. Karen, do you want to be on top, like directing?
Yeah. I'll be like hanging on to like some of your furs. I mean, like reins or whatever.
A little ratatouille.
It's a ratatouille.
Whoa. Don't say that. We're already treading hot territory with the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I would like to, as the chaos is happening, I just have the last of my matches and I'm just lighting them and throwing them behind me.
It's already an explosion.
Just needs more. He's just like,
Wah!
All right, Rulu, you're driving this thing, right?
Yes.
So the crate hovers, right? I mean, it hovers off the ground, but it's not like way off the ground. And right now, the only way forward is this gap, this crate-sized gap through the thing. But you know what you got, like right in the way, on the ground? Another crate. So what are you doing to get not only Max, but also this crate of fruit out through this gap. This is your trench run. This is your Luke Skywalker trench run here.
I think in the urgency and we just want the fruit, I'm just going to push the other crate with the crate I'm pushing. Brute force. Like, just ram it.
Got it. Just ram it. Okay, cool. I like that because that's big risk, right? Like, the doors could close, could leave you inside. There's explosions happening behind you now. You can hear, like, screams of people going on, like explosions over there happening. But all you care about is what you came here for, that Meiloorun fruit. All right. Brute force.
I do think I am driving right now.
Oh, for sure. So let's call it a beast roll. You're using bear strength. That counts to me, and you're driving. So roll 2d6. Take the lower.
Okay.
This one is for all the fruit. This one counts the most.
Yes. No pressure.
No pressure. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us what it looks like. Like pushing all that shit out the door.
So, being directed by Max, I'm tall as a bear, but maybe I can't see over it. So Max is like, more to the left. No, more to the right. And then
Your other right.
okay.
Galactic right.
It stops for a second, holds up his pause. Okay, not the one.
You don't have time for that.
And then just goes with his instincts and just pushes with all his might. And you hear, because the other one's probably not hovering, so you hear the screech as it's being pushed out of the way, and then the door scraping along the side of the crate, these metal crates, and then it starts to close on Rulu and Max, and Rulu's big bear frame barely makes it through, and then sliding in behind is Yol and Flip.
I picture for comedic effect, there's like chaos and explosions, and the music is ramping up, and it's all like accelerating, and then it's just like, and then it just goes. We just cut to the other side of the door, and it's just like pushing out, like slowly.
Yes.
Everyone tumbles out over on top of Rue.
Oh, and then one more thing. As the door closes and there's explosions behind us, one Meiloorun flies through the door as the door slams shut from an explosion.
I like it. The music swells. The triumphant music swells over the top of firestorm of smoke and ash as our camera cranes up the Lolth critters running away with their hover crate of Meiloorun fruit, with a new friend with broken ribs. We crane up over this scene as we see them exit the frame, and just like TIE fighters are exploding in this by this stage. People are screaming, things are running around. It's absolute pandemonium. And I think the final scene that we have, I leave in your hands back up in the tower. How are you guys celebrating with this enormous crate of fruit?
Yol is just spread eagle on the floor, belly huge from eating the fruit. And he's like, just one more maybe. No, I can't.
Flip is sort of like feeding him fruits like one might feed grapes. Yeah, and he's like, no, with his trunk.
No.
I think Max is gonna be like trying to recreate the syrup that Raz tasted from the garbage. Just because they said it was so good, you gotta try.
So you're just squishing a
like
whole
at the,
bunch,
and like at a, or like at a stove, like trying to like simmer it down,
reduce it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. panning through all of that across the stove. Beautiful smell coming up. What about Raz and Rue here?
Rue has gone feral and is just like surrounded by bits and pieces of the fruit and just like muzzle covered in fruit and just like passed out, like just surrounded by fruit. And a broken crate. Like they just took a crate to their corner and just like went to town.
Love it.
Raz, very similar to YOLO, is just sitting on the ground surrounded by fruit and is gonna let out a huge belch and just say, "Best first heist ever!"
And I think on that, we move away from the tower. We see smoke rising from the white-spired Lothal city, and we circle wipe to a field of stars and credits on this Meiloorun heist. That was incredible, y'all. Very good.
We did
Very
it!
good.
Oh my god, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Nerve-wracking.
Cute game, though.
Was it nerve-wracking? Oh,
A little
okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. I've got a little edge there still. It's fine.
I kept
course.
forgetting that we were animals.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
same.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Respect the Crits, Empire's Edge. If you like what you heard, please consider supporting us by leaving us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, or whatever platform you use to listen. It's easy, free, helps others learn about the show, and we love reading your feedback. For more information about the show, visit @RespectTheCrit on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or come chat with us in our official Discord. Beegax is played by Alex Herrera, who you can find on Twitter @AE Herrera or on his Twitch channel, WadeWolf10. LO is played by Jamie Lee-Bonés, who you can find on Instagram and TikTok @JamieMFBones. Xelora is played by Susan Spenader, who you can find on Instagram @SuzLalouz. I'm Ian Duncan, your host and GM, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram @idunks. The music in this episode is provided with license or permission by a variety of talented artists, whose info and credits can be found in the episode notes. Please support them by visiting their platforms to hear more of their work. The Star Wars role-playing system is published by Fantasy Flight Games. And remember, whatever the system, whether it's a miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you.
I was just gonna say, I have this canon in my head that every time we flash to like the tower and like writing on a whiteboard, it was like that's what we think's happening, but we're animals, so it's really just like us, like
Yeah, it's just like nothing.
Yeah.
Me riding fires, and it's just like.
It's just pictures of fire.
yeah, it's you scratching at the wall and like
That's pretty good.